Hey everybody, welcome back to days 2 and 3 of our Disney Dream Voyage. It's Pirate Night on night 2, and we're going to skip ahead just to dinner because we really just hung around the ship doing various small activities. Didn't really film a lot of that on this day, but walking into the Enchanted Garden for dinner. This was our first time in the restaurant. We were going to come back later in the cruise for the actual Enchanted Garden menu, but tonight's Pirates Night, so they have a special Pirates Night menu. It's the first time that we've experienced Pirates Night on board, and it was really delicious. I actually really liked the menu a lot. We have a great server on this cruise too. She was absolutely incredible. But there's a lot of activities throughout the day. One of the coolest things is around mid-afternoon, all the music of the ship switches over to purely pirate music, gets you in the mood. They leave some bandanas on your bed for you to get all dressed up if you didn't bring anything with you. There are several special entertainment offerings throughout the evening as well. The first one's going to be Mickey's Pirates in the Caribbean on the Disney Dream, and this is geared towards the younger audience. As you can tell, it's still daylight outside. We had a summer sailing, so the actual sunset times might change a little bit depending on when you're sailing, but it's a really cute show, and it's geared all towards the younger audiences that are going to get really excited about seeing all of the Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, all of their friends involved in a show. It was really cute, and if you want more pirate activities, the D Lounge, which normally hosts a lot of the family-friendly game shows on the ship, they had Pirate Night-specific events, which was really cool. Stepping back into our room, our cabin steward had set up a pirate with our doubloons, so our chocolates actually were those gold pirate pieces that the pirates are always after, which is really fun. The theme just continues. And then shortly after the second seating of dinner is wrapped up, there's yet another deck show. This one features Captain Jack Sparrow. It's still family friendly, but geared towards maybe a little bit more of an adult audience. It has kind of more rock music going on, and this is when the fireworks would happen. Our kid definitely needed to get to bed, so we headed downstairs and we were able to enjoy the fireworks from my mother-in-law's suite because she was on the correct side of the deck, so it worked out perfectly there. But normally this would be set to music like different music from Pirates of the Caribbean and things like that. So really a lot of fun, something not to miss on your vacation. Afterward, I definitely wanted to check out a few of the adults-only bars while everyone else napped, so walked into Pink, which is the Champagne Lounge. It's a pretty cool bar because they have some of the pink elephants from Dumbo in the walls. You just have to watch for them in these bubbles here. Really a nice spot. They have some exclusive champagne for the Disney fleet in here, and you're going to have, different cocktails that are exclusive to the bar as well. And this connects directly into the Skyline Lounge. Skyline Lounge is going to be your kind of whiskey bar on board, your Manhattan cocktails, that sort of thing. And the windows to the world change to different cities while you sit there. They have an iPad that you can select different cocktails from. This is where they do a lot of the beverage tasting. So it's a cool bar. It's a little hidden back here, but definitely a popular spot. And then the Buena Vista Theater was showing Thunderbolts. So it's really cool that they do first run movies on board the Disney ships. So definitely check that out. But the next morning we had arrived at our first port. This is Cozumel, Mexico. This is one of our favorite ports in the entire Caribbean. It's just a very relaxing day, lots of great beaches, lots of great snorkeling and scuba diving if you're into that. And we decided to not book anything through the ship. We wanted to do something on our own. We feel really comfortable with the port, so definitely recommend, if you are comfortable with that, foregoing any of the planned excursions from the ship and maybe booking one once you get on shore. It's going to be a lot cheaper, or just doing your own tour like we did. So we definitely wanted to get some Mickey waffles in us before we headed on shore. It was fun watching the Harmony of the Seas sail into port as well. Much larger ship than the Disney Dream, and you can check out a full tour of all of Harmony's sister ships on the channel. I've not yet been on Harmony though. So we wanted to head straight off the ship, kind of on the earlier side, and head to Chankanaab, which is a park located on the ocean. It's got some sandy areas. It's not technically really a beach, but it's got incredible snorkeling and scuba diving right off the shore. Our taxi driver dropped us off right at one of the restaurants, and so we had a palapa the whole day and had plenty of different options available to us for activities. It's about a 10-15 minute ride from the port, so it's really quick, and there's really just one main road here in Cozumel, and it's really nice that the Disney ship docks pretty close to this area of the island, so you don't have to go through the busy downtown. But here's a look at the ocean that you're seated next to. There's dolphin shows, there's sea lion shows. You can swim with the dolphins here if you want to do that. There's some zip lining activities, different crocodiles. It's like a whole experience here. But we just wanted to grab some food and drink throughout the day, maybe have a massage, and then I wanted to scuba dive. So I was able to book a scuba diving excursion for about $60. That's a pretty good price for scuba diving, and it was about a 45-minute excursion shore dive, which normally are not like incredible, but the shore dives here at Chankanaab are amazing because they actually have underwater caves that you swim through. You have some underwater cenotes, or like the drainage from the cenote coming out, so a lot of unique things to see here. This is a great dive to do if you aren't certified. They can do discovery dives since it doesn't go very deep at all in the ocean, and you see a lot of stuff. This is actually the first dive I ever did as a kid way back in the day, so it's a really cool thing to stop by and check out. I highly recommend it. We had a great dive master with us too. He found lots of different creatures around. Found this little shrimp guy that he passed around to us. Pretty cool. Never held one of those. And then they also have a few areas with statues that have been sunk into the water as sort of an art installation. So again, this is all over 45 minutes. I cut out a bunch of the things that we saw just not to overrun this video with too much scuba, but it's really cool. I shot all this with my GoPro, not much of an underwater photographer at all, but I hope you enjoy seeing a little bit of underneath the water. But in Cozumel, I definitely recommend, if you've never been, hopping on one of the catamarans and doing a snorkel excursion. You're going to see a lot of similar sights that you see here scuba diving, because you can actually snorkel above this and see a lot of what we're seeing here since it's such a shallow dive, and there's plenty of reefs available in Cozumel, so I definitely recommend doing that. We returned early lunchtime and love that they have set up some fruity waters available. And we got cleaned up and then headed to dinner. We had the early seating for this voyage, so our dinner time was around 5:45. So a very nice meal here at the Royal Palace. This is sort of a French-inspired meal. They have escargot on the menu, one of my favorite items on any cruise. Escargot, I don't know why at sea it's so good, but it is absolutely delicious. Fun thing about a cruise too is if you want to be a little bit more adventurous, you can definitely do that. And if you don't like something, you can tell your server and they'll bring you something completely different. Duck confit, something I normally don't get. It was actually pretty good, but lots of different seafood options available each evening in each dining room as well. The fried brie right here, a very popular item. Definitely recommend doing that. And a delicious little kids meal for our son. So very fun there. Love the baguettes that they serve with the escargot. Came out piping hot. It was delicious. Potato soup, French onion soup that my wife got, and then this lobster pasta, which she said was just okay. Different salmon option, and then I believe I got the Chateaubriand. So very incredible food. I think this was the best steak of the entire voyage. And then they had a nighttime deck party, Mickey's Color Spin Dance Party, definitely geared towards the younger kids, and our son had an absolute blast. Basically, the color wheel spins and different characters come out. This is another benefit for families that have kids that are really looking forward to meeting a lot of the Disney characters. Compared to the parks, they're just all over the place on the Disney Cruise Line. So you could be walking to dinner and they're meeting people in the atrium, or you come to one of the deck parties and they're there too. So lots of FaceTime with the Fab Five and even some more. What I loved about this show is that they had a big goof troop section. So they actually brought out Max and he was dancing to Eye to Eye. So that was really cool. Just a really high quality show, short and sweet, a lot of fun for our little one, and just everyone was having a great time. But after this, basically the entire family passed out for the evening. We were exhausted. We had one more sea day and then our visit to Castaway Cay, which we'll cover in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next vlog.